Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Ed. I'm your host, Ed Newhouse. Today we're making tacos because they're somewhat intricate and they're one of the only things to know how to cook that involves more than like 2 ingredients. So anywho, what we're going to be using today is the Food Lion Hard and Soft Taco Dinner Kit, which includes all your stuff you need for a taco except for the cooking implements and ground beef. You do need 1 pound of ground beef. I got 1.34 pounds because they didn't have exactly 1 pound. So what you gotta do, according to the directions, is to, you gotta crumble the beef into frying pan and brown over high heat. Okay. It's not too hard. Now, it'd be a hell of a lot easier if I had two hands. I'll set this here. There we go. First thing you're going to do is you're going to open up the thing of beef. There we go. Now, when it says crumble, I don't think there's a definite definition for that. And so I already have a frying pan ready. You're going to take your beef like this, just take in your hand, break it up in your hands. You can hear it sizzling already. Break it up because the fatter you make these pieces, the fatter it's going to be in your taco. And I've noticed that when you have big fat pieces of beef in your taco, it makes it so like the shell kind of collapses. It's too much weight. There's an innuendo in there that I ignored. I hope you people are reminded of how mature I am. Almost done crumbling this off. The thing called for 1 pound and I have 1.34. I'm just going to put it all in there. That just means that maybe the seasoning, it won't be, the seasoning will be a little diluted compared to if it would be 1 pound, but I can live with that. Okay. There we go. It's hot. Okay. I'm washing my hands. You don't want to cross-contaminate when you're using meat. This is just going to take a second. I can't touch the camera either. There we go. Alright. So now, you'll see, we got the whole thing in there like that. We're just going to let this brown. I've got it on about high heat, but I'll be keeping my eye on it. I always keep everything on high heat, just because, well, no, I shouldn't. Last time I did that, I burned things. So there we go, it's on medium-high heat. So we'll have that on there. We got to brown it, so that means maybe just keep your eye on it. If you're ever browning something like this, you got to really keep your eye on it. So I'll be watching that, and I'll get back to you whenever that's brown. So that took a lot faster than I anticipated. It really only take about 3 minutes for that to brown. And so now what we got to do is we got to drain the fat from that. That'll require 2 hands from me. Okay. So wait, am I still recording? Yes. Okay. Draining the fat. It's a very important process because then otherwise your beef will be all liquidy. What I use is this and this. So, here we go. Cover it up like so. I'll leave a little bit so the fat can get out. There we go. There we go. Alright. So now what we're left with is just the beef itself. So next step you gotta do is add the seasoning. And, oh shit, and some water, which I totally forgot about. So there's that. Put that right now. Seasoning comes with it. You add that directly to it. There's the seasoning. Just dump that right on there. You also need 1 cup of water. Like this. There we go. Shake it up like so. I apologize for any bad camera angles. This is a very detailed process. And that it involves two hands. So what I'm doing now is I'm using the spoon here, or whatever. What do you call it? Big spoon. What do you call this? I don't know what any of my kitchen implements are actually called. Just big spoon. So I'm just stirring it up so this is all mixed. And so now we gotta bring this to a boil, which shouldn't take very long. Alright, so now this looks like it's boiling. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to reduce the heat. If you just stir this around a bit. So right now I've got it up. I would put it at low, right near low. Wow, it's really steamy. Okay. So next you're going to reduce the heat, and then you're going to, what are you going to do? Simmer uncovered for 15 to 20 minutes. Well, that's not hard at all. So now I just got to wait 15 to 20 minutes. We'll be back. And there you go. Those have been simmering for a while, so that's pretty much done. I went ahead and took the liberty of cooking these shells. They're not very intricate. It's you just preheat the oven to like 250 and then cooking each of these for about 3 minutes. So now we've got the hard shell and the soft shell tacos. I forgot one other ingredient because that's the only things I have in this Mexican blend, fancy shredded cheese, because I don't do any of that vegetable stuff. So we've got the shells, we've got the meat, and we've got the cheese. I would give you a taste test, but it's a very intricate process to do all of those things, and I only have one hand if I'm using the camera. So that's it for Cooking with Ed this week. I'm your host, Ed Newhouse.